This is really good. We need to know. No one shared this yet.
Oh, really?
Not yet. Not yet. So this is really good. Okay. Hey everybody. We are back with more Super en Diffusion with locals only. Avec. Also locals only. We have 3 locals here, some additional guests to tell us about Chamonix. And can we start by, can you introduce yourself and let us know what you do in town?
Okay, hello, I'm Athina and I work for Patagonia in Chamonix. I'm doing like marketing with Claire.
Perfect. Claire
Nice to meet you.
works in marketing.
Yeah, also work on marketing, Patagonia store, and with Athina, super good. Love it.
And I'm Margot. I'm a producer and photographer here in Chamonix.
Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Before we get into any questions, we were just chatting before we started about some local knowledge. Breaking news?
It's not breaking news, but it's really funny because there's plenty of people living in Chamonix and they're like, yeah, I was born in Chamonix. They're actually not born in Chamonix because it's not possible to be born in Chamonix anymore because the hospital closed in the late 90s. So we are 2 of the last ones to be born in Chamonix. So we have Chamonix Mont Blanc on our ID cards. So we are really proud of that, actually.
Because now, like the new babies, they're born in Salange, and it's like, it's not that much fun.
I mean, so we have true locals, and we are so thankful for y'all joining us here. The first question I've been asking folks is, when you think of Chamonix, can you tell me what makes this place what it is? What is at the heart of Chamonix that makes Chamonix Chamonix?
To me, just it's very exceptional because it's the only town. It's a real town. It's not like a ski resort, and it's the only town that is so close to the glacier and like big mountains like that. So I think like the geography of the place is really exceptional. And yeah, I was born here. Every time I enter the valley, I'm like, wow. I never get used to this. Like, I'm never bored of this.
Yeah, it's like the mountains are giving you a hug, you know, when you enter the valley. It's like so spectacular, so beautiful, and you're like, wow, okay. Every time you look out the window, if you're like, you're born here, you live here every day, it's just like, so beautiful. Yeah.
I appreciate the concept of feeling like the mountains are giving you a hug. That's really nice. That's really nice. Yeah. Claire, anything to add?
Well, you can find anything you want here, but at the same time, it's really close to the nature, and it's a really small city. So you have the advantage of big city, and at the same time, you also have the advantage of small city. You can just walk for 5 minutes and you are in the forest, like totally cut from the world. So, like for me, it's like magical, and I think it's one of the only place on earth you can find this kind of mix.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so good.
Yeah. You talking about, did you want to add something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say that there is something special about Chamonix because a lot of people here are athletic and they do a lot of sport, but there is something more, I would say, noble, because there is a lot of people who write books about what they do, and I think like it's not just about sport, it's about like doing big adventure, and so a lot of people did really great thing in the Himalaya or even in the Alps, and I think it's a special place because of the people who live here and they do great things.
Yeah. Claire, you mentioned that there's so many things to do. You can do anything here.
Yeah.
If someone was arriving here for the first time, they're moving here, they're visiting here.
Yeah.
And let's say they had an afternoon, they had 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Where would you send them? What would you send them to do? What places would you have them go to understand Chamonix?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I would say go to the Buvette du Chapeau. It's I love this place.
Yeah.
It's just over there. You can hike quite maybe 7 kilometers if you want to from the center of Chamonix, but you can have a little hike if you want to start at the top over there. The food is marvelous. Like the scenery is incredible. I think it's a really good glimpse of the life in Chamonix. Like you can do brunch, you can do breakfast, you can do dinner, like incredible.
Great, right, cool. Yeah, we heard a little bit about the spot. It sounds like it's a very special spot in town. Anything to add?
Yeah, here there is something special with the hikes. Like there is very accessible hikes here, and every time I'm on a hike, I'm like, oh, this is the best view of Chamonix, and I do another hike. I'm like, no, this is the best view. So I couldn't tell which one is the best because at every spot there is the view change and it's amazing. But I would say that one of the best I think is to do the Grand Balcon Nord. It's on the other side, it's super nice as well. But you are just like down the mountains here, the Aiguille, and it's really beautiful. So I would say this hike, from Plan de l'Aiguille to Montanvert, on the other side, and just go hike. I think hiking or running on the trails. So what would you say?
Like just go on the trail and follow it, and you end up somewhere beautiful. So you can do whatever. It will be like amazing.
Yeah.
No special plan. Just get lost in the nature. And see.
Just walk out of your door and go in a different direction the whole way. I'm wondering, are there any local like phrases, folklore, stories, history, like anything that's unique to Chamonix that a visitor would not have any awareness of that you could share?
First, I think I would talk about like there is a word for the people who live here, and they had a special card, but it's finished now, it's over. But we had a card called Gens du Pays. It means people from the country, and it exists only here, like it existed only here. And so when you talk about like local people, you can say that it's the Gens du Pays. It means like people from here, and so it's special. And we have some expression to talk about like the tourists. We have a special word.
Les Monchus. We have a restaurant called the Monchu as well. So every time a tourist comes to us and asks us where to go, we tell them to go to the Monchu. Actually, so it's really funny.
I'm so thankful you didn't tell me to go there.
You're all local now. So nice.
Yeah, but it's fun because all the people, the tourists, they all go on the same place, and the local they go in other places. It doesn't mix, and it's perfect.
That's crazy. Like when people came here, they're all like, oh my god, there is so much tourists. But when you know the place, you can like just totally avoid tourists. Like if you know where to go, you're gonna be totally in peace. No problem.
Which which is really nice to hear for such a small town, that you still have places that you all can go.
Everybody wants the people to respect the nature here, because there is a lot of people coming here, for example doing the TMB, Tour du Mont Blanc, and so it's a lot of people on the trails. So I think it's important that the people come here, they respect the nature, and they don't like put their tents everywhere, and respect the trails.
I feel like sometimes people think like Chamonix is like Disneyland, and sometimes they don't respect the nature as they should. But there is also like really respectful tourists that are really interested in the nature, in the ecosystem that surround them. But there is also a lot of like disconnected people that are just like, I'm here to go up to Aiguille du Midi and that's it. And I think that's like quite sad, like because there is plenty of other things to do, plenty of other things to discover also. So and maybe be more curious and like go on like more less usual trails, I would say.
Super great advice, and I appreciate y'all sharing all of this. It's really a privilege to like be in conversation with you and to understand this place that we love very much, and we've been here a few times, but I think we can't truly understand it unless it's through your eyes and voice, and so I really appreciate it. So the different question I'm going to ask is, are y'all familiar with the Proust questionnaire by Marcel Proust? Oh, Margot knows. Okay, so Marcel Proust writer, philosopher, classic literature. He had filled out a questionnaire a few times in his life, and there were these big life questions to try to understand someone more deeply. And they've been used in different interviews to understand people at a deeper level. And so we've selected 12 Proust questions, and we have these dice here.
Okay.
And so I'd love for one of you to roll the dice. You can do 1 dice or 2 dice. And based on the number you roll, I'm going to ask a question that I'll have the 3 of you answer. 10. I think 10 is a good one. 10. What is it?
I hope so.
10 is, what is your greatest regret?
Oh my god!
This is deep.
Whoa! Oh my god, let me think. Do you have an answer?
Okay, biggest regret. No.
Okay, biggest trigger. Oh my god.
I know. It's related to Chamonix. Like, I ski since I'm like 2 years old, and I was really into skiing like since I was like, a child. And when I was a teenager, my father he started to pay some lessons for me to start being an instructor. And I was a teenager, so I was like, I don't care about skiing and being a ski instructor. I just want to party and everything. And now that I'm coming back living here, and I see that, as you are a ski instructor, you are just in the nature, and you have good money. I'm like, I should have do that because it's a good job. And so it's one of my biggest regrets, because it was easy at this time, and now it's too complicated to do to pass the exam again. So I think this is one of the regrets I have related to Chamonix.
Yeah, one. That's a tough question, but I will ask with a simple answer, I think. But I think it's gonna be not believing enough in myself, maybe more sooner. Because I think it's funny, because by living in Chamonix, you are doing more things you like, because you are surrounded by mountains, and I really like mountains. And I think by living in the big city, I was more disconnected from this world. So I was less in a position to believe in myself through some sports I really like. So I think now I realize that I was maybe less confident in so many places. So it's a regret, but now I'm really happy with it. So yeah.
But it means that the nature gave you confidence.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Athina.
Anything come to mind?
I should have eaten more alumi when the outside.
That's a nice one to end on. Yeah, I agree. Big or small, they can still be the largest regrets of our life. So thank you all again so much for chatting, and also for having us and for joining us. This is Super en Diffusion, locals only edition. Maybe. We're going to be back in just a minute with voices from a few other locals. This is Super Live, episode 2, Super en Diffusion. I'm here currently joined by Karin Wilhelmsen.
Yep.
So good to meet you. Karin, can you share what you do here in town?
Well, I came here a very long time ago, 27 years exactly, with the skis on my shoulder to do one season,
Just one season?
Just one season, But the ski were large like this at the time. So, but at the moment I am working I'm the store manager of the Peppermint cycling shop.
Yes.
In the center town. Chamonix is a very, very, very special place. It is the reason I stayed. We might start from there. Yeah. The reason I stayed is you have everything, all the advantages of a small town where everybody knows each other. Where, I can go into a bank and I can get a bank loan without showing my ID. It's crazy. But now we know each other very well, take care of each other. And at the same time, there's all these people coming from all over the world. So a fusion of ideas and inspiration from everywhere. It's very exciting. So you have the good points of a small, boring town, I would say, small village. And at the same time, this international place.
I have the pleasure of sitting here with Jessica Jayne Jessica Jayne Ricigno, here at Locals Only. Jessica, can you share what you do here in Chamonix?
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It's really nice to be here. Actually, I'm multitask, if that's what we can say.
For sure.
I'm a yoga and Pilates teacher and photographer, videographer, and UGC content creator.
Love it, love it. Well, welcome. So nice to meet you. What do you feel is like the core of Chamonix? Like, what makes Chamonix Chamonix?
I mean, outdoors, for sure, right? You have all outdoors activities. I don't like to put too much pressure on sport because I feel like in Chamonix, like in a lot of places now, you have to chase someone to be. So everyone in Chamonix nearly has to be someone, right? But I like to say there's activities for everyone to enjoy. From hiking, walking, running, and then extreme sports.
Right, of course.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, bonjour. Here with Pierre.
I'm 43. I moved to Chamonix 5 years ago. And now in Chamonix, I'm basically skiing, snowboarding, speed riding, and managing the climbing club of Chamonix.
You said you're actually the president of the club.
I'm the president of the climbing
Love it.
club of Chamonix.
How large is the climbing club here? Just curious.
So here we have like about 400 people, kids and adults.
Got it. And so when you connected with the mayor, you interviewed the mayor of Chamonix recently. New mayor, you said young mayor, new mayor. There's like a lot of new energy, maybe.
Absolutely.
What was the nature of the interview?
So basically, I run with a friend a podcast about on TV Mountain, a YouTube channel, and we basically interview people like mountain guides, like scientists, like people working on the glacier, all around the Mont Blanc area. And we basically wanted to interview the new mayor and see his projects for Chamonix.
Love it. Okay, cool. Good interview.
It went well, yeah. The new mayor is very interesting. He's full of energy so far.
Yeah.
Let's see in 6 years how he is.
Yeah.
But no, it was really a nice interview. He has big projects for Chamonix. Let's see how we can handle them.
So before we go too far, why don't we start with a round of introductions? That's right. A round of introductions. If we go around, if you could give us your name and what you do in town, we can meet everybody here. We can start here.
Into the mic.
Yes, please.
Yes. So my name is Ebba. I am from Sweden. I've been living here for almost 2 years, and I work for myself as a skier, content creator, and outdoor model.
Welcome. Thank you, Ebba.
My name's Ariane. I'm from Quebec, but I've been living in Chamonix for 11 years. I work for Mammut. I'm in athlete management.
My name's Luke. I'm one of the many Brits in Cham. And I'm a filmmaker.
Excellent.
Hey, I'm Hugo, and I live down the valley in Saint-Gervais for now almost 4 years, and I'm a photographer.
My name is Leo, and I'm born and raised in Chamonix, and I'm... No, not Salon, Chamonix actually. I'm getting into the mountain guide courses now to become a mountain guide.
Wow. Wonderful, love that.
My name is Fanny. I come from Saint-Gervais. I was born in Salanches and I live in Saint-Gervais since 18 years. But now I live near to Lyon, so... but my parents live here and I come back all the time.
It counts.
Hello, my name is Jordan. I live in Les Bossons since 2 years, but I've been here since now 8 years. I'm a filmmaker and I've been hanging around with TSP since 5 years now.
It's true. In many ways, we are here because of Jordan. So if we misbehave, that's right. And if we misbehave, you have to just blame him. No, thank you all so much. And it's cool to hear such big energy from you all. And I think a lot of creative energy in the room, which is really exciting to hear. I was going to say that some other folks have reflected that Chamonix feels like a really small town, like it's a small village in many ways. But even here, they said that it attracts people from all over the world who are here because they have chosen to live here. Like, it's hard to live here. It can be expensive. And so I think even in the room, it's cool to hear people who have like born and raised, but then also folks who have found their way here through other spaces. I think with that in mind, my first question, and I think if you want to share, we can just pass the mic. Curious from your perspectives, what is it that makes Chamonix Chamonix? Like, what is at the core of this place?
I would like to say, like, Chamonix is, like, if you go back to the past, it was like a small village, and it became what it is thanks to, like, people from all around the world coming just for the mountains since 200-300 years now. And so when I was young, I was a bit like struggling with, I don't know, like English people and people from like not speaking French at the restaurant or whatever. And now I just, for example, and now I just realized this is what Chamonix is, like a mix of culture from all around the world, and that's the cool part. Like, you have just people that are coming in a place for what they love, which is the mountains, and this is one of the best places in the world to practice the mountains.
Yeah.
I'd say. And so it's like super rich in this way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build on to that. Apart from all those wonderful things, it's also like the normal mountains, but on drugs. They're higher, they're bigger,
high.
they're scarier. You have. See where we're going. And you have access to the highest peaks in like 20 minutes, which is something that you cannot do in any other part of the world. And from a local like point of view, you can always get out your house and meet a new person because it's big enough, but you will always, and I always need to leave my house 5 minutes in advance because I will always bump into a friend. And it just feels like home, like community, small village still.
Yeah, I think these are, and then I'll have you share. I think these are two things that people who may arrive here for mountains or for sport may miss. They may miss how culturally mixed it is. They may miss how much of a local small town community it is. I think these are like really important things that you all are living that we don't have any awareness on. So I appreciate that. Ebba?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to keep building on yours a little bit. As the person who has probably lived here the least amount of time, I think, from all of us, just what hit me when I started, or when I came here the first time, was that like it took me a couple of days, and then I had friends already, and I had friends who asked me to come and do mountain stuff, and I've never been alone since coming here, and I've moved quite a lot in my life, like different towns, different countries and everything, and I always expect it to take like a while before you get into the community and start, you know, having friends. But here it was so quick, and that's yay. Yeah, you were one of my first ones. Yeah.
I think with that in mind, another question is, so let's say that someone is new to town, whether they're visiting here or they've moved here. I'd ask Jordan and Hugo, actually, it's like, if you had a recommendation for someone to take an afternoon and get as good of a sense of the town as possible, what would you have them do? Where would you send them off to? And I think Hugo and Jordan, if you want to like share your other responses here, that's also great. But anybody want to start off?
So I don't know. It's like a typical day. Yes.
Sure. Well, I think it's more.
Yeah. What you want to show, like, to
exactly
someone who just arrived in Chamonix.
Yeah.
I don't know. So depend the season. I would say if you arrive like in the summer, such as here, I think it's awesome to be in the mountain. It's awesome to have like a place like I don't know, Albert Ier, going in the cool refugees, going on the river in Argentière. You can go to eat like, I don't know, a good burger to Poco Loco, something like this. I don't know. The Shack.
The Shack. We're going to be at the Shack. We're going to the Shack. We're going to the Shack next week. We'll be there.
Help me.
If I have a recommendation, I take my shoes in the morning at 3 o'clock, and I like go in the mountain for check the sunrise. And for me, it's a special time because in Chamonix we are many people, and take a time for stay alone and in front of this mountain. It's really spectacular.
Yeah, it's nice to have that in your backyard to go, you know, casually as you like to. That's very nice.
Again, to build on that, it's true that especially during UTMB week, it is the busiest week of the year. And sometimes you have brands and people come and experience just that and nothing else.
Yeah.
The whole rest of the year. Even on that week, you can still, if you know, find some trails, find some spots, and you will not see anybody. I mean, obviously on the normal trails in November, you also won't see anybody.
Right.
But it's good that you say that, because if you know and if you look for it, you can still find real peaceful mountain around, and that's really important. You know.
Yeah, it's like a hack, it sounds like. It's like driving on Christmas Day or something. You know, it's like everyone's cleared out. Yeah, any other thoughts?
Slightly left field.
Okay.
Hit us. Suggestion. And admittedly, I actually haven't done this, but I really want to. But it was actually Leo who got me into this. So I mean, I should really pass the mic to Leo, because he is actually a crystal hunter. But as an intro, it's a very integral part of Chamonix culture, and like the true badass people. Like they're not the extreme skiers. They're not the alpinists. They're the crystal hunters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should probably pass it over to this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think there is this museum that is. I think it's not the thing you think about when you arrive in Chamonix, like to visit this museum, because it's a bit like a small museum. It's random, and it's quite worth it, especially with a guide, because it's such a big part of the Chamonix culture, crystal hunting, and it's one of the like this and ibex hunting. They're like the two reasons people were going on the mountains.
Ibex hunting.
Yeah,
got it.
Like this is the two reasons people were going to the mountain, because before the people thought it was like demons and stuff on the mountain, and for example, like the glacier were dragons and stuff, and they got like they finally arrived on the mountain because of crystals and stuff. And there is this museum that is really nice. So it's one of the places you can bring people to arrive to Chamonix.
Yeah. Leo, I want to stick with you, because from talking to a few other locals before we arrived here, I learned about the legacy and the history of the guides. And I know there's like statue in town, there's murals, but I'm curious, you in training, can you talk a little bit about what the primary motivation or influence or history like motivated you to pursue this, you know, with your life?
I mean, that's an interesting question. I would say, like the big question when you're going on the mountain, on hard thing, kind of, I would say. Dangerous thing at least is why you keep doing this, even if there is accident, if there is people dying, and there is no real reason. It's a question people are asking since a long time, and nobody can answer this. It's just because they are here, because we're here, and we can go up there, and we need to. But same as when you're running 500k for hours and hours by yourself or whatever. I don't know, for Chamonix Marseille, for example. Why? Just because you can.
Right, yeah.
And so,
we're called to it for some reason.
And you need to.
Yeah.
It's inside of you.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, second to last question is there any like Chamonix like slang, sayings, like is there anything unique from a cultural standpoint to Chamonix that you could let me in on?
I am not the right one to say anything about this, because I'm from Quebec, so my expressions are very different. But I've seen some classic movies with some old school athletes, and this is an expression that came back is "dré dans le pentu." It's like, how would you describe that? Yeah, Steve as fuck.
Oh, okay.
It's an old like French patois. And honestly, I should pass the mic back to Leo, because he's the one who knows.
It's not even in French. It's like in all the mountain valley, you had a specific language.
Right.
Like decades ago. And
this is the patois.
Yeah, patois. Yeah. And it's different in Les Contamines here, and you have different words. And I mean, dré dans le pentu is kind of a common one, and it's more of a joke now. But it's most of the time, I mean, I'm using it for skiing when you're skiing something steep. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Cool. I like it. I like it.
Slang more.
Yeah, it could work its way in. If it feels like we're okay to use it, but I like it. It seems nice. Any other thoughts? I got one more question not about Chamonix, but anything else that anyone wants to add about Chamonix, this region that you all live? Oh, just anything. I think anything that's from the conversation at large that you wanna share or offer.
I think it's also a place where you have like so different season. So you have the winter, and I think, for example, in the winter you have a free ride a community, which is also super different from the running community, which is different from the climbing community. Sometimes like there is people from those community that join. Like for example, there is I'm a skier. He's probably like a climber. Maybe Hugo, you are more like a runner. I don't know. Like in the end, like the whole community stick together, and sometimes we join, and there is bridge between the community and synergy that also make us actually here in this table. Yeah, I think so. So I think that's why I say Chamonix is very special, is because you have different athletes or different just like person who outdoors lover who love to be there, and in the end we just meeting because of the mountain. I think so. It's like a good point where like everyone is like hanging around and meet. Yeah.
I also have to add that one of the great things about Chamonix is how easy it is to leave. Meaning that like being from Sweden, everything is so far apart. Like we have to drive hours to get anywhere. And here I'm still so amazed to like I can hop in my car and I can drive a few hours and I'm down by the Mediterranean coast, and you can get everywhere else in the Alps. Like it's the airport is an hour away, which is pretty special for being a mountain resort. Right. So yeah, and people here are people always come and go, you know? It's like when all of your friends are here at the same time, you're like, what's going on? That's like, you know.
It's odd, yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like that, you know, people come, people go, and then whenever we're both here at the same time, we hang out. Like, it has a nice thing to it. Like no one's stuck. It's you don't feel stuck really. Like you go, you're happy to come back.
Feels like the greatest place in the world. I'm convinced to move here. I mean, it's so wonderful to talk to y'all about that. Anything else to add? Anyone? Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a magnet. It's a place that's such a magnet for cool people and fun people and
Clearly.
all of you. No, but just people that just see an alternative way of life and see the world a bit differently. Yeah. Like you sometimes get out and realize, oh, all my friends have like children and a partner and are married and have a house and blah blah blah, and you look around and you're like and that's not a good or bad thing. Not there's no way to do it properly or not. It's just you do end up kind of with a sometimes authentic dirtbag attitude here of we just ended up here for 1 year to play in the mountains, and suddenly you've stayed 10 and you look around and you're like, oh well, all these people are also just playing around for the rest of their life. Yeah. And everything else is a bit secondary.
Yeah. My last question for you is anybody here familiar with the Proust questionnaire from Marcel Proust? So he's this French writer, philosopher back in the day, and at a couple of stages in his life, his papers were found where he had answered all of these like very big, broad questions about life. We pulled 12 Proust questions as an option for people to answer, and I have dice here. And I'm wondering if someone would roll the dice. You can roll 1 or 2 dice. I'll select the corresponding question from the list, and we can quickly go around and answer it if we're okay.
I'll do the dice.
Perfect.
My job here is done.
5. Okay. 1 second. 5. Oh, okay. Who or what is the greatest love of your life? Who or what is the greatest love of your life?
She has to answer, no?
No? Do you want to start? You can start, Ebba. You should start.
We have all to answer.
Yeah, I think if we can all, that's nice. Yeah.
Well, I feel like I have to say this guy, because he's sitting here and he's analyzing what I'm saying.
It puts pressure on his teacher as well.
I mean, actually, you know, I love you, but but I have to say my little sister is my love of my life, the love of my life, because she's 10 years younger than me, and she, you know, I've been there since the moment she was born, and yeah, she's the most special thing in the world to me. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to sound super cliche, especially with everything we just talked about, but the mountains.
That's great.
I mean, it's it's the only thing that ever got me to move anywhere or change my life in accord, like just to be in it and experience all those things. So I guess also I love you, Mom.
Mom, if you're watching.
Well, aside from my lovely girlfriend,
I'm going to move now.
Honestly, yeah, it's probably similar to your question, as to your answer, but probably the ocean, weirdly. Yeah. So, and just the really big fish in the ocean, which is kind of a weird answer. I know, but
You know,
yeah.
it's not unexpected. You know, you know.
I love fish.
Right. So we'll be basically staying in between of them two. Not for the girlfriend and boyfriend stuff, but from the mountain or the ocean, like the nature in general. It could be from a sunrise to a sunset. It could be from just anything, like trees, animals, just being out there and like being connected to everything of that, and being able to go out there and enjoy it as much as possible.
It's quite a hard question, actually.
Yeah.
I'll say also the nature and the mountains, but especially because of the human connection it brings to me most of the time, which is what makes it unforgettable.
I think for me it's more a moment. In September, the refuge they will close, and I have some friends that they work in the refuge, and I like take a time with them at this moment, and we eat some cheese and we close the refuge with them, and it's a beautiful moment with friends, sometimes with family, and in the mountain. And after the time is so calm because everybody leave the mountain. It's for Saint-Gervais because I know that Chamonix is not the same, but it's a good moment for me.
Yeah, I would say a mix of everything, but if I'm being like super honest, I think here we are all maybe have like the urgency of living, so being like in the movement. So I would say like being always like in motion. I think it's what drives me personally. And after meet like people, because I think with this kind of mindset you meet a lot of different people. So I would say like meeting new people.
Yeah,
it's the most important stuff.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Give it up for our locals. Give yourself
Thanks,
a
dude.
everybody. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Merci. Au revoir. À bientôt. Enchanté, enchanté. Just want to thank everybody for Locals Only. It is a pleasure to be in this place, in this community, and really had a special time in and outside the studio with all of our locals. I'm going to give a shout out. Special love, special shout out to Margot, Claire, Athina, Jordan, Leo, Fanny, Luke, Hugo, Ebba, Ariane, Pierre, Karin, and Jessica Jayne for coming through and chatting and sharing a little bit of what makes Chamonix so magic to them with us. On behalf of everyone here at Locals Only and beyond, this has been Super en Diffusion. Merci, au revoir, à bientôt.